Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Vishnu Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Astothasatas Systemas Divine Grace and Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnavina Ki Jai Namacharya Srila Haridasa Guru Ki Jai Pram Si Kahava Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Sasi Gaura Bhakti Ki Jai Sisi Radha Krishna Gopal Gopal Samakunda Radha So Vrindavan Mathura Dham Ki Jai, Simayat Navadru Dham Ki Jai, Jagat Guru Dham Ki Jai. Ganga Mai Yamuna Mai Ki Jai, Sumata Tulsi Devi Bhakti Devi Ki Jai, Sanu Veda Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Nithai Gautri
Hari Hari
Our glory is to the Son of the Lord.
Hare Krishna.
Our glory is to the Son of the
Hare
Lord.
Krishna.
Our glory is to the Son of
Hare
the Lord.
Krishna.
Our glory is our glory, Sisi Gaura and Branda.
Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 So we'll be taking a point of discussion from this book, Bhagavad-Gita as it is. Everyone here is familiar with this great classic wow, Bhagavad-Gita as it is. I don't know about Bhagavad-Gita, doesn't mean it's everybody. All right. So Bhagavad-Gita chapter 12, text 8. The title of this chapter is Devotion Service. Mayeva Manahadasva Mai Buddhim Nivesaya Nivasishyasi Mayeva Ata Udvam Nasansaya Mayeva Manahadasva Mai Buddhim Nivesaya Nivasishyasi Mayeva Atarudram Nasansaya Mayeva Manahadasva Mai Buddhim Nivesaya Nivasishyasi Mayeva Atarudram Nasansaya
Mayeva Manahadasva Mai Buddhim Nivesaya Nivasishyasi Mayeva Ata Udvam Nasansaya Mayeva Manahadasva Mai Buddhim Nivesaya Nivasishyasi Mayeva Ata Udvam Nasansaya
Mayeva Manahadasva Mai Buddhim Nivesaya
Nivasishyasi Mayeva Ata Udvam Nasansaya Mayeva Manahadasva Mai Buddhim Nivesaya Nivasishyasi Mayeva Ata Udvam Nasansaya Mayeva Manahadasva Mai Buddhim Nivesaya Nivasishyasi Mayeva Ata urdhvam samshayah.
Any more ladies? Let's match it up with the men. 50-50.
Mayeva manasasva. Mayi buddhim niveshaya. Nivashishyasi mayeva. Ata urdhvam samshayah.
Any more ladies? All right. See, we have to balance the question so that, we don't want the situation of marginalization or. Thank you. Word for word translation, and then translation on board by His Divine Graces, compared to Charles, the AC, Bhakti Vasudeva Swami, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. May upon me, ever,
Certainly.
Manaha,
Maya.
Adhatsva, fix. May upon me,
Buddhim.
intelligence,
Niveshya. Apply. Nivashishyasi.
You will live. May in me. Eva,
Certainly.
Ataha
urdhvam. Thereafter.
Na,
Never.
Samshayah,
Doubt.
Just fix your mind upon me, the Supreme Personality of God, and engage all your intelligence in me. Thus you live in me always, without a doubt. Please can you respond to it? Just fix your mind upon me.
Just fix your mind upon me.
The Supreme Personality of God.
The Supreme Personality of God.
And engage all the intelligence in me.
Engage all your intelligence in me.
Thus you live in me always.
Thus you live in me always.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
Third, one who is engaged in Lord Krishna's devotional service lives in a direct relationship with the Supreme Lord. So there's no doubt that his position is transcendental from the very beginning. A devotee does not live on the material plane. He lives in Krishna. The holy name of the Lord and the Lord are not different. Therefore, when a devotee chants Hare Krishna, Krishna and his eternal potency are dancing on the tongue of the devotee. When he offers Krishna food, Krishna directly accepts these edibles, and the devotee becomes Krishnized by eating the rains. One who does not engage in service cannot understand how this is so, although this is a process recommended in Bhagavad-Gita and other Vedic literatures. Vande Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda Sahotra, Guru Jaya Prasad, Chief Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vishaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityananda. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Saraswati Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
So, this text is it's a familiar text. We're familiar with this text. Krishna is asking us, of course, he was talking to Arjuna. And like I was mentioning earlier, I don't know whether it was here. But look, this message of the Bhagavad-Gita was being received in the classroom. Classroom, correct? A learning environment. But it was not in a cozy temple like this. This message was being delivered on a battlefield. How many of you have served in the military? Have served in a veteran? Any veterans here? Okay. So, as a veteran, you know, on a battlefield, if someone wants to give you a lecture, what? You have to take a course on religion, on the battlefield, or a course of philosophy, and the professor has to deliver the course to you on a battlefield. You're fully equipped with arms, bulletproof, everything. That's not going to be easy. And that is where Arjuna's case is different from us. Arjuna received this knowledge from Lord Krishna on a battlefield. Battlefield where you're just jittery, you're facing life and death. That is where the professor has to deliver his course to you. How are you going to be attentive? So, it just shows that, you see, the message of the Bhagavad-Gita, it looks very simple, right? Krishna says, just fix your mind on me. Is it really just to fix? Is it so simple? Just fix your mind on me. Now, the mind is characterized by Krishna himself in the Bhagavad-Gita as sankalpa and vikalpa. Accepting one thing now and rejecting that same thing the next moment. And to fix the mind on an object for a long time could be a big challenge. Now, in the Bhagavad-Gita, Lord Krishna mentions this pure devotee the pure devotee is always thinking of him. Satata. Right? To think of Krishna always is it an easy job? I don't think so. So this devotional culture, is it so easy the way that we have put it, or it's been put on us? But look at the details. Look, there is what we call a model, and the details of that model. And you go to the details, these are required. You have to do this, you have to do this. So, it requires a lot of rapt attention. The student in the class, the one who gets the most benefit from the professor, is the one who has rapt attention. Because some of the things that the professor speaks in the class, those are some of the things that will appear in the exam. And therefore, Lord Krishna is giving an instruction here, and for us to fix our mind on Krishna, that is the requirement. And that is the perfection of devotional culture. Everything we are doing is just to come to that stage where we can always think of Krishna and never forget it even for a moment. So the whole training, we have to do puja service, We have to go on Sankirtan, we have to cook for the Lord, we have to do different type of service, we have to manage the temple. If we lost a grip of the essence, we lost a grip of the pretenses, then we are bound to face a Waterloo. And therefore, the instruction is very simple. And in this day and time, it's a lot of time. He was touring South India among a Brahmin. He came to him. I want to just, give up my household. Follow you. What you do? He said, no, come on. You go back to your house and make your house a temple. Go and train up all members of your household. In other words, in this age of Kali, the emphasis is on the mindset. It's not about just a location or relocating or following someone all over the world, all over the country. And therefore, everyone can participate in this Krishna consciousness. It's a matter of cultivating or culturing ourselves how to focus all of our intelligences in Krishna consciousness. I say intelligence because there are different types of intelligences. There's emotional intelligence. There's cultural intelligence. There's so many types of intelligences. But, for instance, social intelligence in women are like 8 times more social intelligent than men. But then, even the social intelligence has to be used in Christian service. The cultural intelligence has to be used in Christian service. The spiritual intelligence, every aspect of intelligence has to be utilized in furthering the mission of Lord Chaitanya. And we are not advocating that you give up what you're doing. You just add Krishna consciousness to your life. And you'll be perfect. You'll be good to go. Don't give up anything. Just add Krishna to your life. So what is the difficulty? Prabhupada will ask, what is the difficulty? And so it's important that we practice how to think of Krishna. We practice how to utilize our intelligence. Whether it's spatial intelligence, mathematical intelligence, whatever it is, we need to utilize it because whatever intelligence we have is useful in Krishna consciousness. I remember one time I was in Columbus, in Ohio, and one devotee at the time was doing his PhD. He was doing a PhD program in physics. And then he came to the temple, one of the nearby universities there. He came to the temple and he was complaining, what is he doing? Why is he wasting his time for this type of project? Because it's not related to Krishna consciousness. I said, come on. I said, come on. We have scientists in our movement and they utilize the scientific skills in furthering the mission of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I said, we have a Bhakti Vedanta Institute which is a hub of scientists. So that boy, he went ahead and finished his PhD. Then he went to Columbia University to do his a postdoc. When someone is going to do a postdoc, it means that they are, prepared to go and teach. But you know what happened? When he finished his postdoctoral studies, he moved into the Baptist Center to become a brahmachari. So yeah, sometimes people say, if we encourage them to go to school, then they will not become devotees. Yeah, so we have to, adjust our mindsets. In India, if you hear what is going on in India, you will be completely amazed. I remember, I think I mentioned this to some people, I don't know whether you. But then there's one small temple in Calcutta. in New Alipore. New Alipore in that area of Calcutta is the most expensive area. Now, someone donated a 3-floor building, small building, 20 devotees. And now, a temple, there are about 12 devotees. The president is a scientist, a young man in his 30s. He has a PhD. His wife is an entomologist, a young lady. The vice president is a scientist. He has a PhD. The chief cook is a scientist. He has a PhD. The chief pujari, there are 5. One of them has a PhD in mathematics. And they're giving their lives to Krishna. Oh yeah. They engage in cultivating high-profile people in society. So those of us who are giving birth to children, we are procreating, we should be ready to motivate and encourage our kids to see the Krishna consciousness is taking a new wave, a different level. It's not like the other time when you meet somebody and they tell you, hey, stop your studies and just move to the temple, Some people are still doing that. And then I travel to places, I tell the devotees, look, if someone is studying, encourage them to finish the studies. And this is exactly Prabhupada's move. When Prabhupada met Rinananda, at that time he was studying in Berkeley, Rinananda wanted to give up his studies and follow Prabhupada. Prabhupada said, no, you have to finish your studies. This is useful for us in the future. And so, we have to use all of the resources at our disposal in serving the Lord. You see this magnificent building temple? It tells you about resources that we are involved in. And without skills, how are you going to develop, how are you going to garner resources? And therefore, a proper mention, we should dovetail everything in Krishna consciousness. So, to utilize our intelligence in Krishna consciousness implies a lot of things, because intelligence, in fact, the department of intelligence is very, very broad. And so it is important for us to cultivate a simple process of remembering Krishna. And that simple process is to chant his holy names. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And sometimes we may have very good excuses. Very good excuses, some excuses. How we don't have the time to chant. But everyone has the same 24 hours. This same 24 hours. It's a matter of what we prioritize. It's a matter of how we utilize the 24 hours, how we effectively manage the 24 hours. And therefore, we don't have excuses not to engage our intelligences in Krishna consciousness. There is no excuse. Yes, someone may be lackadaisical in prosecuting Krishna consciousness, but then if you notice such a person, it is befitting to encourage that person to be able to move on and find ways of engaging in service. You see, when we're chanting the holiness, literally we are begging Krishna for service. Then we should ask ourselves, what is my service? What is my service in this temple? What is my service to Krishna? What is my service to my spiritual master? These days, to take a decision has become like a fashion, you know. I got initiated yesterday. After a few days, They graduated. No service again. Initiation means the beginning. And therefore, if everyone could put your resources together, we could do more than what we have done here. Yes, we've done so much. Look at this opulent temple. But you have still more to do. This building is, you have plenty of space here. See, in India, I know the case, so many temples in India, it's not the devotees living in the temple who are even distributing the books. During marathon, this period, like a place like Delhi, those professionals outside, they distribute thousands and thousands of books. Those who cannot, they sponsor the books and then get people who have to go and give them out. All of us, or almost all of us, came to this movement through Prabhupada books. We can't deprive anybody else or future generations from getting that benefit, and therefore we should be facilitators to that system. See, organizations, the growth of organizations are sustained when those followers simply align with the mission statement of the founder Acharya. They align with the vision of the founder Acharya. They align with the goals of the founder Acharya. You go to any faculty of management in any university, you go to the faculty of management, and the mission, the vision, and the goal of the dean who founded that faculty is put on a plaque on the wall. And any other dean who comes to that faculty simply aligns with those same goals, vision, and mission statement. And therefore, we should not leave the preaching to just some people we expect him to preach. But everyone should get involved. We should figure out ways. That is how to use our intelligence to fix our intelligence in Krishna. But yeah. Except we're chanting 24 hours a day, like Bhakti Siddhanta's disciple. One of Bhakti Siddhanta's disciples he was chanting all through the day, and then the other devotees, they live in many swamis and big brahmacharis, they live in the ashram, and so one of these devotees went to complain to Bhakti Siddhanta that, this brahmachari is not doing any service. He's just chanting all through the day. So Bhakti Siddhanta said, if you can also chant without fail, I will relieve it from all services. So, the important thing for us is that we should align with the mission statement of Srila Prabhupada, with the goals of this movement that he has established, with his vision. And we can always do better. Prabhupada stayed in this temple. I remember, what's his name? The Guru was here before. Yeah, earlier we used to have ISKCON scholars conferences. So I remember one time we met in Vrindavan, and Ravindra's Swami was a story. How at that time it was at Temple University study. He was doing his PhD at Temple University. So Prabhupada was here, and then some people came from India, apparently, and the Papa's godbrothers or something. Then Rabbi Swami said, someone to wake him in the dead of night, he was sleeping. The Prabhupada called him. So when he had Prabhupada, they sold their life to Prabhupada. So even in the dead of night, happily he got him. So he came to Prabhupada's quarters. He went to business, and then he saw some people speaking in Hindi or Bengali with Prabhupada. And then he paid business, and then he got up. Prabhupada asked him, so, religion, what is the title of your dissertation? And then he told Prabhupada the title of his dissertation. Dissertation means final thesis, someone is doing a PhD. So when he told him the title, the theme, and Prabhupada said, all right, keep it honestly. You know the implications of that? Because at the time, instead of some of his, God would have appreciated what he has done or was doing in the West, spreading Krishna consciousness. Some we are like accusing him that he just makes some hippie devotees. Yeah. So Prabhupada wanted to show them, hey, some of you are accusing me that I just make hippie devotees. I also have PhDs. So, we can utilize everything we have in Krishna service. We have to motivate our children. You see, what traditionally happens is that we want top-notchers to come to our movement. But if we don't train our children to be top-notchers, they may not very likely make the connection with those top-notchers. I know what I'm talking about because, see, these professors, if you don't have the degrees, they will listen to you. They will mess you up. I remember when I was younger, I was still in Nigeria at the time. At that time, I already had my first 25 publications in academic journals. And I was a young brahmachari, so I was just going to different universities. And then I went to this federal university. And so I spoke to this head of the department for religion and philosophy. And he just looked at me, down, 3 times. And he says, we don't do this here. In other words, get out from this. So I told him, excuse me, sir, but I have 25 publications in peer-reviewed journals in 3 years. He was taken aback. He became sober, very polite, and he said, can I see some of those publications? So the next day I came with 3 publications from the most revered university in the country. And he saw my works in those journals. The whole story took a 360 degrees U-turn. Now he asked me, sir, so when can you come and make your presentation? Now the reverse is the case. There was one devotee who told me a story. He was getting angry at the time. And it's an example of Satsvarupa Maharaja. So he told me this story when they were preaching in Boston. So they went to Harvard University Park, the car park. So they were distributing Bhagavad-Gita. So there was this young professor who alighted from his car, and he went to present a Bhagavad-Gita to him. And keep in mind, this devotee, he never went to college. He never stepped on a college campus. So he showed the magazine to this professor, and the professor turned to him and said, don't you know I am Howard Professor? He told me he was completely demoralized. He said the whole of that day he couldn't distribute one medicine. He was completely demotivated because he saw some young man who just blocked him out. Now if you compare the two cases, you see that if you don't have the skills, it's so easy to be humiliated and to be demoralized. And therefore, we want to make it clear that things are changing. We should encourage our kids to go high in their professional development so that they can make high contacts with high profile people. What traditionally happens is that, and I see this in my case, I meet some of these professors, and they will literally beg me to come and send papers to their journals. I remember I asked one of them, excuse me, sir, why don't you solicit for papers from the other scholars? You know what he told me? He said, what all these guys say, we know. What you say, we don't know. Because my works are a blend of the godly Vaishnava technologies and management science models. So the scholars, they want to see something strange. And therefore, we have to understand that the intelligence to be fixed on Krishna comes from different angles. And we have to mold ourselves, mold our children, motivate our children to take this Krishna consciousness to the next level. And so here Krishna basically wants us to understand how to please him. And that is simply fixing our intelligence, whether it's a cultural intelligence, emotional intelligence, whatever intelligence, spiritual intelligence, we have to engage all of our resources in Christian science. That is the perfection of human life. And this day is not so simple. It begins with chanting the holy names of the Lord, and everything else comes from. If we are not chanting, we will not be motivated to do anything for Krishna. Because we are chanting means we are asking for service, and the desire to serve will automatically come. The desire to engage our intelligence in Krishna will automatically come. So let's help ourselves. Let's move forward. This program, Prabhupada left his convenience in Vrindavan to come to the West. We should move out from our comfort zones and help in propagating this Christian consciousness. That is how to engage our intelligence, to fix our intelligence in Krishna. Any comments or questions? Yes, any comments or questions? It's a simple talk. You will hear this. Yes.
Sorry, taken from what you said. How can we develop the mood of having more of a militant mindset when it comes to our bhakti? That way, a militant mindset in our bhakti, that way, when it comes to service, we can act with more integrity and not just jump into service, but be honest in our qualities in the platform we are on to be able to preach a certain message.
Yeah. The serving should be done with honesty, because Krishna is not looking at what we are doing. Krishna is looking at our Baba, because he is Baba Gravity. He reciprocates based on our Baba. So there should be integrity, there should be sincerity of purpose. Otherwise, if we just whimsically do something with grudges, we don't get. See, let me just give you a gross example. There may be the same altar or the same deities, different pujaris go there, they don't get the same results. Oh yeah. The same Maharaja we are chanting, okay? And I get cases of of my young friends, calling me almost like every day, sending message, man, I want to talk with you. Man, I want to talk with you. And then, what is it? Oh, my mind is not allowing me to concentrate. Oh, my this. Oh, my that. And it just, with practice and sincerity of heart. That is a very intriguing question that we tend to neglect. But it is so important that we should be sincere with ourselves. Because Krishna, Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Griti say, Krishna is still within our heart. See, you may play games with Bhakti Vasudeva Swami, you can't play games with Krishna, because Krishna is the Ganga of cheats. Oh yeah. So, we should be sincere to ourselves. You see, one of the consolations I get in this movement is that whatever somebody, I prefer someone offending me than someone me offending somebody. Because I know that whether you're a Paramahamsa, you hurt somebody, you get a feedback. You pay the price for it. That is why Prabhupada said the laws of nature are very stringent. So yeah, we should be sincere. Any other comment? What?
6:15. 6:15.
Okay. One more minute. Yes. The next whatever the man has asked, she wants to ask a question.
Thank you so much for such a wonderful class, Maharaj. So Maharaj, you said about the rapt attention in your class when the person is teaching, that's very important. What else apart from rapt attention? Because whenever we are listening to Shastras or reading Shastras, apart from rapt attention, what should be other things which we should pay attention to?
Yeah, the biggest thing we should pay attention to is that we have Krishna before us. We're in the Sanskrit, the Bhagavad-Gita, the Bhagavad-Gita is not different from Krishna. So we're in the Bhagavad-Gita. Krishna is right before us. In the president of this country is before you. You will be alert to him. So whatever service we are doing, we should be alert. Krishna is right there before us. We are chanting, we should understand. Krishna is right there before us. We are talking to somebody, we should understand. Krishna is in their heart, Krishna is in our heart. Krishna is a witness. We can't play games in devotional service. So yeah. Srila Prabhupada, please.
Hare Krishna, Hare Namaste